My name's Keith Brookins. I want to bring to your information something that I think is the most valuable tool yet to come down the pipe. We know about the digital dictation with the Olympus. We know about the digital dictation with the Philips, and hopefully you're using one of those devices. But even a better device than that, or I'd say one that's going to give you more production, and we're all about production. We know that time is money, and if we can create more money from our time, it's a worthwhile tool. Let me press the icon on my phone here, which is now my dictation module. And you notice I'm using an iPhone 4S. And if I press the red button up here, I am dictating live right now anything that might be on my mind. A thought, an idea. I can project ideas for my business. If I'm a lawyer, I might have just left a client that I spent 30 minutes or an hour with. I want to get that billing time in the mail and get that money back into our checkbook. So that's the way we do it, right here. I just left Don Benson. I spent 2 hours with him in a conference, and I want this bill to go out priority. And at $5 an hour, that'll probably pay for anything I'm talking about right now in equipment. As we're demonstrating here right now, I'm going to stop this dictation. Actually, I'm going to listen back to it. I'm going to stop this dictation. Actually, I'm going to listen back. I like what I hear. I'm going to make a priority out of it because it is urgent. It's billing. And then I'm going to send it. Now, I could even select the person I want to send it to. It's that sophisticated. If I have more than one secretary, or legal assistant in my office, I can choose which one is to receive this particular dictation. Meanwhile, I'm starting another dictation. Now, what I've accomplished right there is I've dictated, I've sent it. It's not emailed. It goes directly into the transcriptionist software. So she can press her foot pedal, I'll show you in just a minute, in her earphone, and begin typing up exactly what I've sent her. And keep in mind, I could still be in my car traveling to the office. I could be on the golf course. I could be on vacation. The important thing is I'm connected to my office without the worry of a docking station or being tethered to a computer. The iPhone gives me that freedom to do everything I can do with my dictating machine and yet have the freedom of being wherever I choose to be at that moment. I might even go one step further and tell you that the legal assistant, or the transcriptionist in this case, can also be anywhere you want her to be or him to be. By connecting this to our player, our iNet, it becomes worldwide. The foot pedal and the earpiece work perfectly just like any other transcription system. The important thing is that dictation will get to that transcriptionist wherever they are. So yes, you could be traveling the continent of Africa and be in the jungles. If you've got cell phone reception, you have a connection to your office. You dictate, it sends. If you don't have cell phone connection at that point in time, when you get back into an area where there is connection, it will send it at that point in time. It doesn't lose anything. In fact, everything I send her puts a backup copy on my iPhone so I can verify that she got it when I do get to the office or when I talk to her. Nothing's ever lost. This is enough here. Let's go stop that. And I'm going to send that one as well. And I have a little document down here on the bottom of my iPhone that tells me it's being sent. And when it's sent, it leaves my phone and it's on its way to the legal assistant or transcriptionist. It now goes over to the sent jobs, and I see that's already happened. That being said, that's pretty conclusive on the iPhone. It's as simple as that. I press one button to dictate, as I'm doing right now. And by the way, I could even lay this down, if you will, on the conference table here and talk hands-free. It's a nice little device for conferencing. If you're having a meeting with someone, you like to record what's actually transpiring there and have it transcribed to look at later, this will do that as well. It has automatic gain control, so it varies its recording level depending on where you're holding the phone. The closer you hold it, the better it's going to sound because it's eliminating the background noise, such as in your car or wherever you might be. But if you hold it out here, it's going to pick up anyone in the room and give you a nice record of what actually transpired in that meeting. Let's now go to the transcriptionist and see what they will see once I've sent this document. Over here on the transcriptionist computer, there is a light, a little red light down here that actually is flashing. And that means that she has, or that person has, something to transcribe that might, well, no might to it, that's going to be priority. By bringing up the software, which you would, the person would in any case, whether it's Word or whatever it may be, the documents are listed there, and there are in fact two in red, which means there are two priority documents right there as we speak. The time and date stamped on there when they came in, so we know a lot about that dictation that we've never known before. We know who sent it. The author's name is over there, and I do see somebody else's name on my system, which means somebody else is utilizing the process as well in our office. That's fine. The secretary does both their work and my work. Now, if I want to select that priority, and that was what I would always recommend as the first thing I want to transcribe.
Retrieving next specific document.
That document now.
Priority. Press play to transcribe this document.
That document is now in the queue and can be transcribed, and it has a verbal confirmation. It's been received. It is priority. There is a red light up there. Let us press the pedal. Take my iPhone and press the record button on here right now, and I am actually recording or dictating as though I were sitting across the desk from my transcriptionist. When I pause and type what I've heard, as they normally do, when I repeat the process, I'm going to get a slight overview of what I've just transcribed. From my transcriptionist. Whatever I'm saying here, whether it's billing time I've just captured from leaving a client, which is ultra important. That rollback enables them to continue going forward. Now, in the event you might want to back up a little further than that, it's a very simple process of pressing the rewind button down and play. Which is ultra important to not forget or let it slip through the. So they have full control over the audio. Once they have completed the audio, to not forget or. They have a complete button up here. They press on that complete button, and let us just do that. Let's just demonstrate how that would work. I'm going to accelerate the audio so we don't. And then I'm going to mark it complete. And that document now.
Document transcribed.
That document is verbally confirmed. It's been transcribed and saved over in a complete folder, which means this: that for any reason, that transcriptionist can go back and get that document for up to 30 days or whatever we happen to set that time frame to be. So nothing, again, is ever lost. And her name, or that person's name, I should say, will always appear as the transcriptionist, the person that transcribed that document. And it remains there until it's eventually deleted from the computer because you've got it in print now. Unless you archive it off, which is just all those things are possibilities that you can do with no trouble whatsoever. The important thing to realize here is you can make maximum productivity of your time by using something as simple as an iPhone, capture your thoughts, your ideas, your billing time, dictate letters, whatever it might be, wherever you are. Some of you go to, as I do, up to North Carolina for a vacation. You can take your iPhone with you, dictate up there, and nobody will even know you're not in the office. There's one person I know that actually spends time in Europe every year and dictates as though he were in the office. This is a marvelous way to accomplish those things without ever mailing a tape or worrying about getting to a computer to dock your machine. You can now do it completely through your iPhone. Thank you very much, and God bless.